Having Mars in Virgo in the first house means having a meticulous and hardworking nature. Core personality traits exhibit practicality, reliability, and strong analytical skills. People with this placement are diligent, detail-oriented, and they feel driven to understand every situation's nuts and bolts before taking action. Relationship tendencies for Mars in Virgo in the first house may be complex. They may exhibit a need for perfection and organization which can strain relationships. They tend to value honesty and loyalty and might be critical with their partners. While potentially challenging, this placement can also enhance relationships as these individuals are often very caring and service-oriented, looking out for the well-being of their partners. In terms of career, those with Mars in Virgo in the first house often excel in professions that need meticulousness, analysis, and problem-solving abilities. They fit well in fields such as editing, teaching, healthcare, and other service-oriented sectors. Strengths include a high degree of organization, problem-solving abilities, and strong commitment to work. The possible challenges may lie in the risk of becoming overly critical or overly absorbed in details, losing sight of the bigger picture. Personal growth lessons with this placement could involve learning to balance their perfectionist tendencies with acceptance of life's inherent messiness. Understanding that not everything is perfect can help them to not only maintain relationships but also alleviate self-imposed pressures at work and in personal life. Having Mars in Virgo in the second house highlights a personality characterized by practicality, analytical skills, and a strong work ethic. Individuals with this placement tend to be meticulous, detail-oriented, and have a knack for problem-solving. Their practical nature makes them good at strategizing and creating efficient plans. In terms of relationships, they may be drawn to partners who value stability and share their work ethics. Although they can be helpful and supportive, their perfectionist tendencies can turn into nagging or criticism, potentially straining relationships. Additionally, they may exhibit a possessive streak due to their inherent need for security. Career-wise, these individuals excel in fields that require precision and attention to detail. They are likely to prosper in careers related to finance, research, editing, engineering, or medicine. Their motivation to amass wealth can lead to tremendous success, but can also lead to stress if not kept in check. Strengths associated with this placement include diligence, reliability, and discipline. Challenges may arise from their perfectionist tendencies and substantial focus on material possessions. Additionally, they might struggle with flexibility and might be resistant to change. The personal growth lesson for Mars in Virgo in the second house placement is to learn to let go of excessive control and perfectionism, along with embracing change and flexibility. They can benefit from understanding that it's okay to make mistakes and that imperfections can lead to unexpected, beneficial outcomes. Lastly, they should balance their material pursuits with personal and emotional needs to ensure overall psychological and emotional wellness. Mars in Virgo in the third house suggests a practical and analytical personality. This person focuses on details and is good at problem solving. They prefer logical and facts-based discussions. A natural critic, they can be very hard on themselves and others, which may create tension in relationships. In a relationship, they are loyal and tend to show their love through practical means. They need mental stimulation and meaningful communication. However, their tendency to analyze everything can lead to overthinking, which can cause unnecessary friction and misunderstandings. Career-wise, this placement benefits jobs that require attention to detail, analytical skills, and clear communication. They will excel in professions like writing, research, teaching, editing, or data analysis. This person is a capable worker who gives their all in every task they undertake. Strengths include intellectual prowess, precision, a strong work ethic, and an ability to methodically break down complex problems. Challenges may include a tendency to excessively scrutinize, lack of emotional depth, and becoming overwhelmed due to perfectionism. For personal growth, learning to balance their analytical side with their emotional needs is crucial. They should also learn to acknowledge their vulnerability and mitigate perfectionist tendencies. Accepting things as they are, without overanalysis or an urgent need to fix them, can lead to more satisfaction in life. In relationships, understanding that love need not always be proven through practical means can deepen emotional intimacy. Mars in Virgo in the 4th house suggests a person who is practical, methodical, and hardworking at their core. This individual takes a structured approach to accomplish goals and doesn't shy away from detailed tasks. They often take on home-related tasks with energy, dedication, and perfectionism. In relationships, this placement suggests someone who shows care by helping others in day-to-day tasks. They may also appreciate order, cleanliness, and commitment in their partner. However, they can be overly critical, often to the point of nitpicking, which can cause trouble in their relationships. When it comes to career, this placement could excel in fields that involve attention to detail or problem solving. Constructs such as architecture, engineering, research, or any role involving meticulous analysis could be well suited. Yet, their need for routine and order can make them resistant to change. As for strengths, having Mars in Virgo in the 4th house means diligent, reliable, and thorough action. Their eye for detail and ability to handle complex tasks with precision are assets. However, the challenge for them lies in their critical nature and resistance to change. They may need to learn how to communicate criticism more effectively and be more accepting of changes. For personal growth, their lesson lies in learning to balance their need for order and perfection with acceptance and understanding of the naturally chaotic and imperfect nature of life. They must learn that they can still reach their goals even when some things don't go exactly as planned. In astrology, having Mars in Virgo in the 5th house offers insight into one's personality, relationships, and career influences. These individuals approach life with practicality and logic, working diligently to achieve their goals. They are known for meticulous attention to detail and for having high standards of perfection. However, criticism can become a challenge as they may be overly critical of themselves and others. The 5th house represents creativity, self-expression, romance, and hobbies. Therefore, this position amplifies an individual's need for perfection in these areas. In relationships, these people tend to be cautious. They value purity, loyalty, and honesty above all else. They may initially take time to assess the qualities of a potential partner, but once they commit to a relationship, they are faithful and reliable. However, they might struggle with expressing passion and spontaneity, which could create potential issues. Career-wise, these individuals excel in fields that demand precision and meticulousness. Their ability to solve complex problems and attention to detail make them suitable for careers in fields such as healthcare, research, analytics, or service-oriented roles. The strengths for this placement include diligence, practicality, and a strong sense of duty. These traits help them excel in their chosen field. The main challenge for Mars in Virgo in the 5th house individuals is to balance their critical nature with their need for perfection. They also need to cultivate flexibility to deal with unexpected situations. Personal growth lessons surround learning to be less critical, more tolerant, and appreciative of life's imperfections. They need to learn that it's okay to relax standards occasionally to enjoy life without always seeking perfection. A person with Mars in Virgo in the 6th house is detail-oriented, meticulous, and hardworking, embodying a service-oriented mentality. They thrive in structured environments, and are drawn to careers where they can immerse themselves in tasks requiring precision, like analysis, editing, or medicine. This placement suggests that in relationships, they seek partners who value order, practicality, and intellectual stimulation. They may, however, struggle with perfectionism, that may manifest as critical behavior towards themselves or others. Striking a balance between their high standards and accepting human fallibility can be an ongoing challenge. Career influences likely revolve around service, health, or wellness sectors. Their diligent nature and strong analytical skills make this placement beneficial for roles requiring discipline, attention to detail, and consistency. Medicine, nutrition, or roles within organizational management may be particularly suitable. One strength of this placement is the ability to consistently apply energy to tasks, even mundane ones, due to Virgo's earthy nature and Mars drive. There is also a proclivity for troubleshooting and problem-solving, thanks to their analytical mind. The associated challenges include a tendency towards excessive criticism and perfectionism. These individuals may also struggle with worry and anxiety, particularly over work-related matters. In terms of personal growth, learning to be less self-critical, more flexible, and relinquishing a need for control can lead to happier, more harmonious relationships. Cultivating patience, and recognizing that everyone, including themselves, make mistakes can help these individuals accept life's inherent imperfection. Mars in Virgo in the 7th house highlights an individual's precision-oriented, analytical personality. They tend to observe and calculate meticulously before taking action. They are hard workers, deep thinkers, and often strive for perfection. They're practical, reliable, and want everything in order. However, they can be overly critical or demanding of themselves and others, which might create tension. In relationships, this placement suggests a desire for perfection. These folks want a partner who can not only meet their intellectual needs but also shares their values on practicality and efficiency. They're supportive and helpful, but sometimes they can be too focused on small details, causing disagreements. They need to learn to express their feeling constructively without nitpicking or nagging. In terms of career influences, they excel in jobs requiring attention to detail and analytical skills. Ideal professions could be project management, research analyst, healthcare, editing, and other detail-oriented jobs. They can become impatient when things don't go as planned, which might cause stress. Work-life balance is critical for them. Their main strengths include analytic thinking, reliability, and diligence. They're admired for their work ethic and attention to detail, but must beware of becoming overly critical and inflexible. Personal growth comes from embracing tolerance and flexibility, with a better understanding that perfection is a subjective concept and everyone has different ways of achieving it. With Mars in Virgo in the 8th house, one exhibits a detail-oriented, analytical and hardworking personality. Precision and practicality are key traits. They display a great sense of duty, often helping others and expecting the same commitment in return. Their thinking is logistics-based, rooted in reality. In relationships, they might be reserved initially, but once comfortable, they are loyal and dependable. They seek partners who can match their intellectual capability and support their perfectionist approach to life. They like order and prefer relationships with clear roles and arrangements. In careers, they can excel in roles where analytic and practical skills are valued, such as data analysis, service-based industries, healthcare, or financial services. The 8th house influences hidden realms, so careers in psychology, research, or detective work are also suitable. Strengths include tenacity, attention to detail, and a strong sense of responsibility. Their perfectionist tendencies often ensure high-quality outputs. Challenges may include need for control, criticizing themselves or others too harshly, and difficulty in letting go of small mistakes. Personal growth opportunities may involve learning to accept imperfections, both in themselves and others, not to hold too tightly to control or overplan things, and to explore their emotional depth, as they might often prioritize logic over feelings. A balance between practicality and emotion can lead to massive growth in their personal life. Despite their naturally methodical approach, their life might often feel transformed in unexpected ways due to the 8th house placement. Having Mars in Virgo in the 9th house means an individual possesses a mental focus and practicality. This person is analytical, detail-oriented, and hardworking by nature. The 9th house placement expands the love for learning, craving knowledge and appreciating higher education. Travel and diverse cultures may fascinate these individuals. In relationships, they are honest and direct. They often look for a partner who shares their passion for intellectual stimulation. However, their analytical nature may sometimes interpret as being critical, which could lead to issues. In terms of career, Mars in Virgo in the 9th house often excels in research, education, or travel-based fields. They are independent workers known for their impeccable organizational skills, efficient problem-solving abilities, and methodical approach. The main strengths are reliability, intellectual curiosity, and practicality. They are good at logical tasks and capable of independent problem solving. Nevertheless, they also face challenges. Being too critical or detail-focused can hinder their ability to see the bigger picture. They might also become overly assertive when their ideas are questioned. The core lesson is to cultivate a balance between detail orientation and exploring broader perspectives. Embracing flexibility and patience can help mitigate criticism and encourage personal growth. They need to understand that not everything is under their control, and sometimes it's fine to go with the flow. Mars in Virgo in the 10th house implies a person with superb work ethics. They tend to be meticulous, practical, and reliable. They strive for perfection in everything, often expressing their assertiveness through efficient work and attention to details. However, they may become overly critical or worried about perfection, making them prone to anxiety. In relationships, they may look for partners who share their work ethics and patience. They appreciate reliability and consistency, and sometimes are criticized for their inflexible nature. They need to find balance to avoid excessive fault-finding that might strain their relationships. In terms of career, these individuals excel in fields requiring detail orientation and analytical skills. Organized professions like management, editing, healthcare, or administrative roles may suit them. Their consistent drive forms a strong influence to continuously improve and perfect their professional skills. Their main strengths are hard work, reliability, keen eye for detail and practical problem-solving abilities. Their systematic nature might turn into rigidness, showing their main challenge is to manage potential perfectionism. They have to learn to embrace occasional disorder without undue stress. For personal growth, Mars in Virgo in the 10th house individuals should learn to appreciate the beauty of imperfections to lower their anxiety. By understanding its human nature to make mistakes, they can build healthier relationships and gain a holistic view of life. They should also focus on turning potential negative criticism into positive feedback for self and others, promoting a more balanced approach to life and work. Having Mars in Virgo in the 11th house suggests a personality that is service-oriented, practical, and analytical. There is a strong drive to serve society, often preferring activities that offer tangible outcomes. This person is detail-oriented, methodical, can be highly self-critical, and might have high expectations of others. In relationships, they seek intellectual stimulation and sharing of ideas. They value friendships and are often loyal to their social circles. However, they could struggle with expressing their emotions and may appear standoffish or overly critical. Career-wise, this placement often proves beneficial for roles requiring precision, logic, and a sense of duty. They might find fulfillment in areas such as healthcare, engineering, data analysis, or any service-oriented professions. They may also be drawn to pursuits involving social change due to their strong desire for reform. Strengths include diligence, the ability to succeed in team-based work, and a knack for achieving practical goals. They might have a unique ability to turn abstract concepts into actionable plans. Challenges could include becoming overly meticulous, difficulty in letting things go, or becoming overbearing when their high standards are not met. Personal growth can come from learning to balance their attention to detail with the need to see the bigger picture. It would also be beneficial for them to learn to express emotions more openly, and not to expect perfection from themselves or others. Lastly, embracing the importance of downtime and relaxation can prevent potential burnout, given their tendency for overwork. With Mars and Virgo in the 12th house, a person tends to be detail-oriented, thoughtful, and highly practical. They possess a deep sense of service and love to help others. However, they might struggle with expressing their desires openly, often suppressing their feelings, which could potentially lead to internal friction. In relationships, this placement can suggest a cautious and analytical approach. They may prefer to keep their emotions private, resulting in a tendency to come across aloof. This person can take time to open up, valuing stability and consistency in relationships over impulsive flings. Regarding careers, this Mars placement points towards roles that involve service, organization, or analysis. They could thrive in professions like healthcare, social work, administrative tasks, or roles requiring meticulous attention to details and problem-solving skills. They are often the unseen heroes in their workplaces, handling behind-the-scenes tasks efficiently. Strengths associated with Mars in Virgo in the 12th house include a strong work ethic, an ability to handle details, and a talent for compassionate servicism. Challenges may include difficulty in expressing emotions, a tendency to suppress desires, and being overly critical of self. The key personal growth lesson for this placement is learning to express desires and emotions healthily and assertively. It's also crucial for them to learn not to overburden themselves with responsibilities and to show themselves the same kindness they offer to others.